Hi there folks, Leon Faulkner, Senior Coach at the Northern Beaches Golf Academy. Thanks for watching. Here with another lesson tutorial to help you with your golf, and it's always good to be able to have a look and see what another golfer is doing in their golf swing and seeing the errors that they're making, obviously what we're doing to be able to reduce those errors. And I have a student of mine here that I've been working with, and we'll have a look and see. This is the before swing, before we did some work with him, and something that stood out straight away to me was the amount of inside movement that we can see with that club head as he's taking it back there. We'll slow it down a bit there and you'll be able to see that club head on the inside. His hands are nearly pushed too much on the out, and then of course the club head works in the opposite way and that gets stuck on the inside, and as he goes to the top of the backswing from there, the hands are a long way behind the body and his club shaft is crossing the line at the top, making it very difficult as he's bringing that club down, getting quite trapped and running out of room there, approaching impact and hitting the dreaded shank from time to time because he's pushing that hosel onto the ball just as a result of that takeaway. So we'll bring him back to the start just to help you see that. I'll draw the swing plane line there that we're going to try and swing that club up and down along, and we'll see as he's taking it back immediately on the inside, going into the top of the backswing, hands too far behind the body, and then we're across the line at the top. Let's have a look after we did some work and see the difference. So what I did do is rehearsed it a lot with him and got him to feel like that he was taking the club a lot more out and up on that takeaway, and to him it felt like he was literally just pushing the club straight out. But as you may or may not know, coaches will often exaggerate and exaggerate and exaggerate because that muscle memory is quite stubborn and that habit is quite strong, and we know that as we step back and allow you to perform the move on your own, that the chances of you actually doing it to the extent that we rehearsed it with you is very slim. So we exaggerate a lot to make change. Change is often just the most important factor with improving your swing. So we'll have a look now and we'll see as he's taking the club back, staying a lot more on the right plane there. Go back to before, there he is stuck on the inside. Here he is a lot more down, or on that line I should say, and then taking the club up to the top from there. You look where his hands are there in relation to there, a lot more stuck behind. Now his hands are a lot more in line with his chest, and to him this feels like that his backswing's been halved. But the length of the backswing hasn't changed at all, it's just the position of his hands. More behind, a lot more in front. Now that gate's open for him just to make a nice turn through the ball and feel that club travel a lot more across his left side into the end. So we still need to do a bit of work on his turning, because his turning is still reflective of his old backswing. But as we play this now, you can just see that club running up and down that line a lot more. Making it a lot easier for him to make solid contact more consistently. And he's not going to find he's going to shank the ball at hour now, because the hosel of the club is not being pushed toward the ball, it's actually working around away from the ball, away to the left. But of course we had to fix that takeaway and backswing position to allow this to happen. So this is something that you may find that you're doing in your golf swing, that now you might have a better understanding of what we're trying to do, the path that we're trying to swing the club up along. And anytime you've got a chance, if you can jump in front of a mirror or your reflection and just watch that club go back, that's when you're going to start to see if you are making some errors. You often need to just take the ball away and just practice the motion, and that way you can then, if you do identify something, you know what you need to do to be able to work on it. But again, he just needed to feel like he was swinging the club a lot more out to be able to enable the club to be in a much better position at the top of the backswing. But he's hitting the ball a lot better. Another happy golfer. Hope it helps.